Hey everyone, we're going into the finals with the chance to go 3-0 in a Shadows of Innistrad draft. We haven't dropped a game yet, but we've been close to dying twice. But our deck is pretty sweet, and it wins games that go long usually. So I would like to play first. I think this hand's a keep, even without blue. I think it's a keep. We don't have a ton of blue cards. We're also, and we have a pretty, a good turn 2 play, and two good choices for turn 4. Both of which can gain us life, which is nice, and one of which can turn into spirits from the graveyard. So, which is illustrated in the art of the card quite effectively. It's interesting flavor-wise though, because apparently those two spirits exist even when he's alive. So the implication would be like when he is in your graveyard, he can make spirits. It's kind of a flavor fail, I guess, actually. Cool art, though. Because he only makes the spirits when he's dead. He doesn't come into play with the spirits. I mean, that would be too strong, of course. But flavor-wise and art-wise, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. If we can just get blue mana, I would feel pretty good. But can't have it all, It's weird. I feel like we've got our green mana quicker than our blue mana in every single game, and we run 2 blue sources. One Wildfield Scarecrow, which I don't think we've used very often to actually search for lands. It's mostly been our blocker for our Blue-White Skies deck. Okay, black-white. Don't see that a lot. It runs a lot of guys that get a lot of value from the graveyard. That's one thing that it does. And it gets Delirium pretty well. Usually, well, now we play that first. Although, we don't actually have anything that triggers it right now, sadly. So we're going to attack. See if he eats a Puncturing Light. I'd feel good about that. Just Puncturing Light him. Use your Puncturing Light. Oh. Everyone we've played, we've had to respect a lot of different instant speed things. So we're going to continue to have to do that here because of Puncturing Light and Silver Strike. Right, Revenant, not a huge problem for me. Yeah, now we really want blue, but can't have it all. So we're going to attack with our Bishop now. He could have Murderous Compulsion, it's worth noting. It's not instant speed, but he could use it on his turn, but I still think we swing. And then we play Apothecary Geist, I think, for now. Takes us up to 23, gives us another aerial threat. Same size as Bygone Bishop, in fact. All spirits in play. So it may eat a Murderous Compulsion, and that would be sad for me, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. And we take 1 here, we can't block. So if he swings, that's what happens, yeah. So we got 2 of our blue cards. Okay, Ox, all right, well. That's good. That means he doesn't have Murderous Compulsion, not this turn anyway. And we can still swing for 4 in the air. Which I think we do. And then we play Nearheath Chaplain, who is pretty bad against Inquisitor's Ox, but will eventually give me more damage in the air. So after it dies, it can do that. So we drop him to 13 here. If we ever draw blue, we're going to be super happy. Like, Gone Missing and Inquisitor's Ox feels pretty good. Yeah, we haven't gotten any of our clue stuff rolling, partly because we need to draw other cards to do it. Yeah, I'll take it. I'm down with 3 damage. My Chaplain can gain me back plenty of life if need be. So if we draw a low curve creature, it'll help us gain life. Okay, well that doesn't do us any good. Now I think we don't attack. I don't think there's anything we gain from it anymore. So I think we don't attack. It probably makes him stop attacking too, and we sort of enter a stall out until one of us does something. Don't play Sorin. You don't want to do that. Oh, your own Apothecary Geist. I see how it is. Okay. Gain some life. Enjoy it. He can actually keep swinging at us, so I guess it's not entirely a board stall. Now we're equal. Hello, that is what we want. We can't use it just yet, though, so we'll pass our turn. So Gone Missing on this, that doesn't do a whole lot of good either, actually. Might want to Gone Missing whatever he's playing. True Face Sensor. Okay, that's kind of a problem. We've probably Gone Missing whatever he puts it on, which will probably be Emissary. Put it on your Emissary. Don't put it on your Geist. Good. Now, this does have an Enter the Battlefield ability, but it's one I'm aware of, and it's one that he'll have in his hand, so I'm not going to be, like, super concerned about it. So we're just going to take 4 here. Well, maybe we do something different now. I don't know that we do, actually. Well, yeah, I think we do. I think we play Always Watching. And then I think we play Ongoing Investigation. And Puncturing Light is a possibility here, but I think I swing with both of these 3/4s. See what our opponent can do about it. Oh, no, he can double block, so maybe we don't do that. Yeah, we don't do that. But we can block his 3/5 now, so I think that's pretty good. We now have another sweet enchantment in play, so. Ooh, those guys are going to tear me up. So we need to get this roadblock, several roadblocks out of the way, or just go wider than our opponent can go, or we're in some serious trouble. Our Nearheath Chaplain is getting bogged down. Soon it's just going to be right to start swinging with him since he gains us life. Hello, Angelic Purge. I think we just get that 3/5 flyer out of the way. It might just be better to use Gone Missing on it now, though. It probably is. Make him recast it and re-equip and everything, so. Yeah, we'll use Gone Missing. And that lets us swing with everything, more or less. We have Vigilance, so hello. He can block here and kill this, of course, but we gain 4 and then get some guys back from the graveyard, so it's not the best for our opponent. Yep, that's a good block. Do you have a trick? Do you have a trick that's going to kill my poor Geist? You got something. Yes, you do. Okay. Alright, so we lose 2 guys, we gain 4, we hit him for 6. It's kind of a wash in the end because our opponent also gained life. Angelic Purge is going to get us Delirium, although we're probably going to make some spirits out of our graveyard, so. These Farbog Revenants, though, are slowly going to kill us, and we may want to sight in our Scobs just to block them, because that is an evasive creature that's a serious problem. And yeah, now I can't even block that, so. Always Watching plus that is kind of a non-bow is kind of bad for us. We may just have to purge one of them, which is not what we want to do. We can gain a lot of life, at least. And actually, we can make some spirit tokens that'll be able to block them. So that's something. We're going to crack a clue here. See what our other options are. Okay. I think I crack another one, and then I do the spirits out of my graveyard. Is that better? No, because it doesn't have flying yet. I think I go for the spirits out of my graveyard. But yeah, we'll still have Delirium once we use Angelic Purge, so that'll be good. It'll give us another flyer. But, once again, these stupid things might kill us, and we're probably going to end up having to use Angelic Purge on one of them, which will hurt my heart a little bit, but I will do it. Because I don't see a whole lot of other cards that can beat us with what we have going on, so it could almost be better to hit the equipment, but for now we're just going to take it. I mean, we can gain the life back in the long run. Like, that's good. So, but our opponent is gaining a stupid amount of life. I'm not enjoying it. Ooh. How much life do you need to gain, man? Come on. Okay. All right. I see what's going on here, and I don't like it. That's helpful. We can start blocking them forever, basically. We have that going for us. So I think we use Purge here. Our opponent has as many flyers as we do, which is frustrating for us because we haven't had to deal with that yet. But I think we use Purge here. Do we hit a Revenant or do we hit the 2/4 that's ruining our lives? I kind of want to hit a Revenant or this equipment. The equipment might be better to hit. Because his equipment can also pump his other guys. You know what I'm going to do first, actually, before I do that, is play Moorland Drifter and crack a clue. Although, I kind of want to get Ulvenwald Mysteries in play before I crack my next clue. So I'm going to use the Purge on the equipment, which I know is weird. I mean, I guess we can hold on to it for something that's a bigger problem. Yeah, maybe we should just do that since we can do some silly things here. Yeah, okay, fine. I convinced myself. So we're going to play a Drifter. We do kind of want to give them flying right now, though, I have to say. And we can't... Yeah, I think we do give them flying. I think we do play Mysteries this turn, too. But then we just use Angelic Purge, and we do use it just because we really need flying right now, or he can start attacking pretty effectively. Yeah, so I'm actually going to hit the equipment. Feels weird. Don't love it. But suddenly our guys can fly, so... Oh, no, they can't. Jeez, I had to play the sorcery already. That was stupid. I've been misplaying a lot this draft, but my deck has continued to deliver despite that, so... We'll end our turn there. We're just going to take another hit from these guys. And then once we start making these tokens, we'll be able to triple block one of them, which will be good, I think. We'll have to bring our opponent down from a massive amount of life, though. We could do it, though. We have plenty. We have these two cards in play at the same time, so we can gain life, too. And draw cards while we're doing it. So we'll get there eventually. Probably, maybe. This is going to be a long game, though. That's my prediction. Just going to play Sorin or something. All right. Isn't so great right now. Okay. So let us clack a clue. I think I just said clack instead of crack. Don't know why. That's what came out, though. Oh, yeah, that's pretty nice. Kind of thinking I want to play the Scob first, though, because the Spirit can't really attack through all these stupid flyers either. Neither can the Scob, but I can at least use this ability to start, doing more stuff. So I'm just going to play the Scob here. And we're just going to keep taking some damage. Actually, I'm going to triple block one of these Revenants now, is what I'm going to do. So that will be good. That will be good. So we'll end our turn. Yeah, why does our opponent have so many flyers? It's not right. Okay, so we're going to triple block one of them. If he has a trick, we are in some trouble because it is hard to kill these dudes with our deck. All right. Dealt with. And now we just need one more token and we can deal with the next one. Necropod. What? Maybe I shouldn't have used that Angelic Purge. Okay, well, now it's time for... Oh, we only have one creature at this point, so we are losing our ability to give our other guys flying, but it's whatever. We're going to go up to 10. We are going to crack a clue. Yeah, I really should have held on to that Purge, huh? Hindsight is 20/20, as they say. We're going to play a Homunculus, which will give us a clue. And we probably just end our turn. We're going to get more clues. I mean, we can kill this guy without too much effort, honestly. So we can throw these two cards in front of it and not be too sad. It might be better to throw these two in, because this gaining flying later is relevant. You can get back your Drownyard Temple every turn with that Necropod. That's cool. But we can kill it just by double blocking it. So I think that's what we do. All right. Bring the pain. Oh, what's happening? Oh, you're doing that now. Okay. I was scared for a second. So yeah, these guys are expendable. We're also going to get 2 clues out of it. So we're going to continue to mass our army on this side of the table. Dealt with. We might deck ourselves before we find a way to kill our opponent, though. That's entirely possible. Not what we want to happen, though. So I think I flash in my Spirit here. I can attack with it, and he has to at least lose 1 permanent, so I think it's probably worth it. So let's crack some clues and get some more soldiers. And let's crack another clue. I guess they're warriors. No, they are soldiers. So we get back our Scob, too, who also isn't terrible at attacking into this board. God, if we ever get our freaking... And we will get him eventually. We're drawing tons of cards. Our guy who gives +1/+1 to our whole team, we are going to be thrilled beyond belief. Okay. So I think we attack with our 4. I think we probably want to play Spectral Shepherd rather than do anything else. So you have Silver Strike for it. He might. He may also just double block, which I'm cool with. I just want to be able to kill a permanent here, and we're going to kill the 2/4, who's the biggest problem for us. And by the way, we get another clue, because this card's ridiculous. We're going to play Spectral Shepherd. We could play our Scarecrow, too, although it actually can't block these guys, so... Maybe we don't. Maybe we'd rather just keep drawing cards. It probably is better at this point just to draw cards. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, our deck's stupid. Like, these 3 enchantments, they're good. If our opponent has enchantment hate, it will be sided in, I would think. Slowly grinding it out here. So we're going to draw a card... and get a soldier in the process. Storm Rider Spirit number 2, it is. We're going to draw a card. Hello. That's what I was looking for. Okay. That's beautiful, I have to say. All our guys have vigilance, except our tokens. Our tokens don't have vigilance, but enough of our guys have vigilance that we can be aggressive here and just swing with everybody. That is... I mean, our opponent's at 32, so this isn't going to kill him, but it's a big move. It's a big play that will have a big impact on the rest of the game. He can't take it all, right? That's 12. No, not really. I mean, yeah, okay, all right. Sure. Kill some of those. Kill them dead. And then take 16. Yeah, you do get to kill one creature with that. I'm surprised. Oh, right. All right. We could return our Moorland Drifter, but I think we'd rather kill that thing. So we get in for 12, which is going to make us some clues. We're going to get a ton of clues, actually. Well, not a ton, a few. All right, we have our opponent down to a reasonable life total for the first time in a while. I think we pass the turn and be ready to flash in our Storm Rider Spirit for whatever we need to do it for. It's crazy that our opponent, the board state was such that didn't just win us the game. That would have won us the game in so many other situations, but not that one. Yeah, we flash in Storm Rider. It can attack too well right now to not play it. I mean, he has to give up a permanent, and he's going to be down. He's down to 2 flyers now, so our opponent is in trouble. And we got plenty of gas left. Hello. Okay. I guess I crack a clue first. And I guess then we crack another clue. Value Town, man. That's where we are. And then we crack another. That's probably enough for now. We're going to put Bound by Moonsilver on one of these flyers, which is really bad for our opponent. So I'm cool with that. If Rottenheart Ghoul dies here, we definitely discard our Scarecrow so that we get Delirium. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. Our one Spirit's getting in there. Wow, I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. Okay, just bounce off each other. Just bounce off each other, and you take a ton of damage. We get another clue. I think we play our Explorers. I mean, a 3/5 right now does some work. So that's what we do, and we end our turn. We've slowly whittled down our opponent's life total. It's only taken us 22 minutes. Yeah, this deck is sweet. Might be my favorite deck I've drafted so far. I mean, I love drawing cards. I love flyers. You know, what don't we have here? Okay, that's not going to do a whole lot, especially because we can bounce him to our hand if we really want to. I wish if we had mana up there, we could have done it, and that would have been pretty great, but we don't. We didn't. So let's crack a clue here. Okay. I think I'm going to play my Scarecrow here just to get Delirium so this guy can fly. Also gives me a clue. I'm not actually going to get lands out of my deck because I don't really want to make myself get decked, which is a real possibility. We're getting to where that's a possibility. Done. Okay. He could still have Silver Strike. Things like that are worth taking into consideration. I think we attack with everything, including this. We bounce it if he blocks it. Too bad you're not a Spirit, man. That would be beautiful, but alas, you are not. So, what you got? It's amazing. We've drawn 14 more cards than our opponent. That does get it done. So it seems. So are you just dead, or do you have a spell? Or are you just dead? I think you're just dead if you don't have a spell. Yes, you are. All right. Got there. So our deck has been, like I keep saying, very sweet. This is worth thinking about. Our opponent has tons of good things to block that. To block like our smaller guys until we get Always Watching. If our opponent has Enchantment Hate, it's coming in, although He wasn't green, so it's not likely he has a ton of it. This isn't bad just because it can block those stupid things. I may want it. Yeah, I want it instead of Furtive Homunculus in this matchup. A 2/4 does more work than a 3/2 does here. Okay, so this hand is interesting. We're on the draw. If we hit a land, we get to do 2-drop. I mean, we have to hit more than one land though to really get going. And if we don't, we're in trouble. I think it's probably worth mulliganing. I think we mulligan. Ooh, now I regret it. So we're gonna go to 5. Okay, we got to keep that one. We are happy to have an island on top. So we might be in trouble here, since we didn't. We should have kept that first hand. Just don't usually like hands that have more than like one if. If that hand had 3 lands in it, I would have been all over it. But that hand had a lot of ifs. I mean, we did win game 1. It was probably worth trying, but this hand is not terrible, all things considered. We get to play our Militia Captain. He's probably going to eat a dead weight. Ooh, that is going to be fat. I mean, we can luckily block it with our Drowned Explorers soon, assuming we draw a 4th land. I think I'm actually going to play the Drifter first, just because I don't care as much if it dies. I care if the Militia Captain dies. I've made so many misplays in this draft, by the way. That really shows you how strong our draft is. Like, Angelic Purging that freaking equipment. What was I thinking? That was a poor choice, I think. So we take 3 to our face, and we don't do a thing about it. So he discarded his Drownyard Temple again, so he's just going to get it back. That's some sweet value. That's not the best value, but that's okay. So we're going to swing for 2 here. We really need a 4th land so we can play Drownyard Explorers and start blocking. And once we get a 4th land, we're really getting close to territory where we can flip our Militia Captain. So those are both things I look forward to. Might just be about to eat a dead weight, and it may not matter at all. So we definitely take 3 here. I'm surprised I'm as close to my opponent in the time race as I am, because had to use a lot of triggers. No! Okay, alright. Well, that's not good. Might play the Chaplain now over the Explorers, incidentally. It helps me get to 4 creatures, for one thing, and it'll gain me life, and it can still trade with the Pale Rider. It can trade with the Pale Rider at the same time. So we take 4 here. We continue to be abused. 4th land, 4th land, 4th land, 4th land, 4th land, 4th land, 4th land. Oh, we might have to double block something. We're getting into that territory. I mean, if we can stick this Chaplain, though, yeah. Finally going to lose a game. It's definitely possible. So do we want to double block that thing? I think it's probably right, too. I think it's probably right. I think it's time. I mean, there's just too much that can go wrong. We need to preserve our life total, remove one of his permanents if we can. We do have tons of cards in our hand. If we ever hit a 4th land, we can just start playing stuff like all over the place, and that's going to feel pretty good for us. I guess double blocking here might have actually been better, but wow, why would you not kill my Militia Captain? Do you just have dead weight? I don't know if I understand that. Ooh. Oh. No. Okay. Yeah. So we could play this Angelic Purge. We don't really want to, and I won't. So this is pretty bad luck. I mean, our deck does have lots of 4s and stuff, but man, that's like all we've drawn. 4s and up. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to take down the most problematic creature of the group, which is this one. Hello. Oh, I can't. So 2, 4, 5, 6. Is it even worth blocking? If he has a trick, I'm dead anyway. It's not really worth blocking. Skulking. Okay. So, is this too late? It might be. It is maybe. Yeah, it is. It's too late. Because we can play our chaplain, but he can just attack with his flyer and kill us. So it's too late. We hit our 4th land too late. No reason to show him anything. We just scoop and hope that doesn't happen to us again. And head to game 3. Should have kept that first hand. I mean, there's every chance in the world the same sort of thing happened to us with that hand. But I guess it's a little lower because we had 7 cards. But we could have also just whiffed on drawing lands. So hopefully this time we just get a hand that's awesome from the start. Okay, hand. Come on. Okay, mulligan. Okay, all right. Reasonable. This is a reasonable one. We have all of our colors. I don't really think I want another land. I'm going to draw one anyway, even if I scry that one to the bottom before I play my Storm Rider Spirit, most likely. So, might as well. Turn 1 Thraben. Yeah. Thraben Inspector. I mean, our turn. We definitely, we got a better shot this game than we did in the last one. We take 1 to our face. Okay, all right, that's good, that's good. You can block pretty well. Gives us something to do on turn 4. Gives us a way to draw some cards and get to our awesome enchantments, which are our big win conditions. If he swings here, I think I just take 2. I don't think I would block the Inspector, even if he gives up that trick. And think the Shepherd. The Shepherd's too good. So now I would obviously block, but... So he's going to try to kill us with Skulk again. We need to get our creature token generators out there so we can put a stop to that nonsense again. Yeah, we played the Explorers. We want to draw some cards, man. We also need to add blue mana to do that, though. So we can actually get in for 2 in the air without too much trouble here. So I think we do. We can't block either of these anyway, so yeah, we're going to get in for 1 in the air. How come all my creatures with enter the battlefield abilities who aren't apothecary guys aren't spirits? Because then I could really just abuse. Next turn we have Storm Rider Spirit coming down. We're probably not going to cash in this clue for a little while, but we have a good blocker in the meantime. We'll cash it in eventually. We're just going to try to kill our opponent in the meantime. He can hit us for 2 here. Yep, and he does. And he goes up to 19. We go to 16. What you got? Not worried. Not worried in the least. So, we could play Moorland Drifter, Crack a Clue, or Crack a Clue, Moorland Drifter, but I think we want the Spirit. It's going to up our clock. We can also flash it into block if that's necessary here. So... drop into 17, end our turn. Dead weight. That would be a sad thing. Okay, True Face Sensor. All right, that's does something. What do you put it on, your Ghoul? Oh, you don't put it on that. Okay, that's pretty good. We can still block it though, so I'm not overly concerned. All right, so we flash in our Spirit. And our Spirit will block here, and our Drownyard Explorers will block here, and we'll take 2. If he has a trick, so be it. If it's the trick that gives him a human, we're going to be a little sadder, and it's possible he does. It is, but no, it doesn't look like it. Now that Scarecrow is actually pretty good right now because it can block so well, even this thing. So I think I'm going to crack a clue first and then play it. Probably should have left the planes up just in case I hit my sweet Anthem effect, but we're going to go for our Scarecrow, and we're just going to go on defense now. Are we, though? It's sort of like we may as well swing for 3? No, 2. Well, we may as well swing for 2. We will. Now we can double block the Inspector with these 2 and kill it, so that's good. Big booties for the win. We've continued to hit green with like no problem. 2 green sources in our deck. We have both in play. Multiple, much more blue sources. We have 1 in play. So, Necropod. Okay, that's not ideal. But I'm not super concerned about it either at this point. Hey, Seagraph Scob. We probably play our Stitchwing Scob, though, because he can much more easily help me take this guy down. Like Stitchwing Scob plus Drownyard Explorer plus Wildfield Scarecrow can kill that thing. And that appeals to me. So I'm going to play my Stitchwing Scob. I think we go on defense, and we end our turn. But that is a problem. Don't kill my Stitchwing Scob. Ooh, 8/8. Yeah, that makes my life worse. I think we still try to double block the guy. He could have... There's basically one trick he could have. And we could block him in such a way that even with the trick he still dies. That might be worth it. Do we have 10 damage? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we do. So we may as well block him with absolutely everything. That way, even if he uses the trick, he dies, and we don't lose that many creatures, and we can rebuild without too much effort. So everyone is jumping in front of that, because that can kill us. We don't have removal for it. The other creatures aren't a huge issue. So even with the trick, this dies. So he is going to kill several creatures. Well, just 3. You know, no big deal. One of them can come back. So, and we have 3 more in our hand. Killing it is very important, though. So, all right. What else you got? Ooh, a flyer? That's not cool. You know, we have flyers in our deck, so I'm told. So how far are we from Delirium? We only have creatures, so we can only get halfway with our Scarecrow. Not really worth it. We're going to play our Niblis, though. And we're going to play... You know, you're a better blocker right now. We're going to play the Zombie. We got to find one of our own flyers. Good news is we have a lot of them to deal with this Geist, which is going to be a 3/4 and swinging at our face. So we need to draw our own flyer, or we're going to lose to an Apothecary Geist. Or removal. That would work. Hello, Apothecary Geist. That'll not quite get the job done, but the gaining the life isn't something I'm going to complain about. So I'll play my Apothecary Geist. It's not really... Playing my Moorland Drifter doesn't affect the board substantially enough for me to give up the advantage I get just from being like, hey, I have a card in my hand. And I can double block this guy in now, at least, and he can't get through... He can't kill both of them. So we double block. He could have the trick that blows them both up, the Grotesque Mutation, but I think that's okay. We actually... No, we don't still kill him. I lied. Don't play another big creature. You don't have any more. Thought we saw your whole deck last time. Actually, we didn't. We saw our whole deck. We didn't see his whole deck. Everything we've seen so far, we saw in Game 1, though. So actually, I don't think we saw the Inspector till Game 2. Damn it. Well, okay. All right. Goodbye, Moorland Drifter. Goodbye, Apothecary Geist. But, I don't know. I don't feel great. It's getting close to the time to sacrifice this just because it'll let us draw more cards, which is super relevant. Oh, gosh. We might lose, man. We might lose, finally. A match. And this deck is good. This deck is like 3-0 material. And this game we haven't actually misplayed. Our opponent has just played well and had some sweet cards. Don't give me a land. Don't give me a land. Don't give me a land. Okay, you gave me a land. It's getting to the point where sacrificing that is sort of worthwhile because it will increase my chances of, or decrease my chances of drawing a land and increase my chances of drawing something relevant. So we take the 5 here. I think I am going to sacrifice my Scarecrow. I mean, we're so close to being dead. Although, I guess if I sacrifice this, I am absolutely dead. I may as well get one more turn before I fire him off. Yeah, I may as well. Oh, yeah, we're going to lose here in match 3, barring something amazing. Not drawing well. That's not helping our cause. Okay, so we're going to drop to 1 here. He could have a trick, but no matter how we block, we're dead to it. So we don't block. We're dead to the trick either way. So looks like he might have it. I think he's got it. I think we lose. No! Our deck was so good. Variance. I blame variance. Magic God's paying me back for playing poorly in the other matches that we managed to win anyway. So, yeah. That was not... I mean, we broke even thanks to him. So, what was going on, deck? Oh, my gosh. Yeah, there's some meat. Yep. We'll never know what would have happened if I sacrificed that Scarecrow. But, yeah, we just could not... We could not draw well there, and our opponent having as many flyers as we did wasn't good for us either. So, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.